driving and recording, to Lone Pine Ranger Station to pick up my permit. So I officially start tomorrow, and I stayed in Ridgecrest last night to make the drive a little bit easier, which really didn't work out because there's a large fire off the 15, which closed the whole 15, so it took me about 5.5 hours to get up to Ridgecrest last night. So a little bit of a drive. I'm glad I had an extra day to do all of that and deal with traveling, because I would be really stressed if I had to drive through LA on Wednesday morning traffic. That would totally suck. So I'm gonna go pick up my permit and make sure that everything is good with the fire that is at Horseshoe Meadows and parking up there, and then I will be just hanging out at higher elevation and getting ready to climb a little bit more. So I'm camping at the trailhead tonight just to stay at high elevation. That should help you acclimate to sleeping up there, because I plan on summiting Whitney on Saturday morning, which today is Wednesday, so not very far from today. So I'm gonna get up high and get ready. So all my stuff is ready to go. I've got some comfy clothes on right now, and this will be my last cotton shirt for a while. Got my permit. So I'm going to hang out for a bit and have some lunch before going up and camping. The Horseshoe Meadows fire, Cottonwood area. So this is what closed the road a few days ago that had me so worried. There's still fire crew up here, but very few. Hi, I am at Horseshoe Meadows Campground, and I wanted to go over some of my planning and whatnot. If you don't know what I'm doing already, I am hiking the John Muir Trail, JMT is probably what you'll hear it referenced as, from Horseshoe Meadows and ending in Yosemite. So most people do it the opposite direction. They start in Yosemite, they go to Mount Whitney, and then out Whitney Portal. However, I applied for that permit for about 30 days, and then it got to the point where I just wasn't having any luck and was kind of getting frustrated. So I gave up on that permit. I applied for the Whitney lottery to try to start there at the portal, and I did not get that permit. That's a one-day lottery, and you kind of find out as soon as the lotteries are in if you got it or not. So I didn't get that permit. So then I applied for the Cottonwood Pass, and I got that one. So it took a long time, but I got it, and it worked out pretty well. So I've just been hanging out here at about 10,000 feet elevation, and just gonna enjoy the day. Probably wait until sunset to go to bed, maybe. I'll make it till then. And then, yeah, wake up early and start. So I have this little spreadsheet. I don't know how much you can read it, or if it's backwards because I'm doing the forward-facing camera. But this is kind of my itinerary. I have it on my blog, links below, and you can check it out to see kind of what my itinerary is before I start hiking, and I'm sure it will change. So what is all on this columns and spreadsheets is the day, like the day that I'm hiking, like if it's which 1, 2, 3, what day, the actual date, even though I don't really know why that matters. It's just good to know. Maybe because my sister's birthday's on here and I'll want to know where I am then. The location, so the location where I'm gonna camp each night, how many miles. Some of these aren't exact, but they should be close. The pass, the summit that I'm doing, or any notes that I have, and then sunrise, sunset, the moon information, like moonrise, moonset, and then the illumination of the moon. And this is something that I enjoy looking up on my phone, like what time is sunset, and I know I won't be able to do that, so I just decided to make my little spreadsheet and print it out that way. So I'm averaging about 12-ish miles each day, and I will hopefully hit all my goals and make it to the summit and continue hiking. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted on what's going on and how I'm doing. So I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions on how my trip went, or planning, resupplies, things like that, check out my blog because I have written quite a bit. I'm also totally willing to help you out and answer any questions. Just let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you. Alright guys, thanks. I'll take you along on the trail. baby one. It's called Cotton Pass. Baby isn't compared to what I will be doing. Make it before they catch up.